If you look closely at how most service businesses operate, you'll eventually spot the crack. Teams spend their days constantly jumping between a CRM, a project management tool, a time tracker, and a maze of spreadsheets just to get a single campaign out the door. Industry insiders call this friction the agency tax. This productivity drain layers friction over every task as teams try to bridge the gaps between these separate, disconnected software systems. Relying on fragile integrations breaks the natural lifecycle of a client. When data moves between applications, that connection snaps, stranding vital context. The symptoms show up immediately: endless manual data entry, messy client communication, and project managers wasting hours hunting deliverables. It all stems from a structural mismatch. You are taking a naturally continuous agency workflow and forcing it through generic software. The result is inevitably missed deadlines and burned-out teams. Solving this requires a unified workspace. A platform called Droova was built specifically to collapse that sprawling, chaotic tech stack into one centralized ecosystem. The easiest way to eliminate this operational friction is to start at the beginning, completely removing the manual data transfer that normally happens right after a new lead is won. Instead of recreating these tasks by hand, closing a deal inside the built-in CRM triggers a one-click conversion. The lead instantly converts into a fully tracked, active project. Every single piece of context, from discovery call notes to attached files, is perfectly preserved for the execution team. No one has to copy and paste a thing. By bridging the gap between sales and execution, you wipe out the context switching tax and ensure zero information falls through the cracks. From there, we hit the next major administrative bottleneck: breaking down a signed scope of work into actionable project phases, assigning dependencies, and building out the board. To skip the rigid templates, Droova uses an AI project creation feature. A project manager simply types a one-line brief in plain English describing what the client needs. The engine analyzes that single prompt and instantly unfolds into a comprehensive project plan, mapping out logical phases, dependencies, and priority levels. And the user remains in complete control. Before anything goes live, you get an editable preview to review the reasoning, tweak deadlines, and adjust the structure until it is perfect. Taking the heavy lifting out of planning allows agencies to cut their average client onboarding time from 2 weeks down to just a few days. By treating speed as a native workflow feature, a process that used to cause a multi-day administrative delay turns into instant, scalable creative execution. The final barrier is the lack of project visibility. Project managers often start their week facing up to 40 status update emails, spending roughly 20% of their time just summarizing progress for clients. Historically, agencies tried to solve this by forcing clients into complex project management software, but clients consistently refuse to create new accounts or learn unfamiliar systems just to check on a campaign. The modern fix relies on a concept called frictionless transparency. Droova provides a built-in, white-labeled client portal that requires absolutely no login from the client. The agency generates a secure, branded link. One click transports the client into a clean window, showing live progress bars and tasks shifting into done. It also supports seamless two-way interaction. A client can hit approve on a deliverable or request changes, and that feedback instantly syncs back to the agency's internal team. By removing the barrier of passwords and accounts, an agency looks incredibly professional while dropping those 40 weekly status emails down toward zero. The core philosophy here is simple. Agencies do not actually need more software. They need software designed around the way they already operate. Consolidating into a single platform eliminates the cost of redundant subscriptions and stops the invisible friction that usually appears during every internal handoff. You leave behind the old era of fragmented tools and step into the clarity of a single source of truth: one workspace, one bill, and zero context switching. When you adapt the software to fit the business, you eliminate duplicated work, and most importantly, you finally give your team their billable hours back.